I kind of had to make this video. So, I'll try and speak somewhat quietly because Ail's here with me and she's kind of tired. But, I
This
wanted,
bitch got a headache.
yeah, she got a headache. So, anyways, I gotta talk about this. I looked up legal rights men have that women don't. And the first thing that pops up is 5 legal rights women have that men don't. And these are all legal rights, by the way. The right to genital integrity, that is a right. The right to vote without agreeing to die, that is a right. The right to choose parenthood, that is a right. Women have the right to be assumed caregivers for children, that is a right. To be a caregiver. Women have the right to call unwanted coerced sex rape, that is also a right. These are actual legitimate human rights. Now, down here, according to Bustle, which you can imagine is probably a feminist rag, talks about rights and privileges. See, they love this word privilege because to them it means sin. Okay? They use this word to fuck up the argument about rights. Okay? Then they talk about privilege, and privilege is just something you can do that you don't necessarily have to be able to do. A right is something that you have the legal right to do. Legally, you are supposed to have this right. The right to bodily autonomy, the right to consent from parenthood, to consent from sex. Both rights I just mentioned, women have. That's why the women's rights movement fucked off to the hills so long ago. Now, they mentioned the freedom to go topless, which is actually legal in some areas. In Iowa, it's legal to be topless if you're a woman. So, that's dead. Control over our bodies. You do have control. What are you in a fucking coma? Okay. What do you mean you don't have control over your body? Are you being possessed by a fucking demon ghost spirit? Fucking. So that's bullshit. Not being punished for pregnancy. We give women money from the government because they're pregnant. There's it's like assist or aid or some shit like that. Um, I forget what it's called. It's some. My mother was on it. When we fucking were in um the other coast. So, anyways, a sense of safety went out at night. We will never fix this. Okay, this will never be fixed. Actually, do more items. That will never be. Oh, it just brings me to the article. That will never be fixed. Okay, that will never be fixed. And here is why I say that. Because women, even though men are more statistically more likely to be attacked in public, physically attacked, men are like 5 times more likely to be attacked in public than women are. But women fear being out night more. It's because of your hardwiring in your brain. Because as a woman, you know you're valuable. You can get pregnant. You can bear children. You're valuable. You know you're valuable. That's why men are more likely to jump into risk and danger. Women are more risk averse. They stay away from risk as much as humanly possible because they know they're valuable. That you will never fix this sense of safety. You will never fix this unless we kill all the men. And then beepers will feel a sense of safety. But other women won't, because then there's still women to worry about. And trust me, women are more heartless when it comes to beating up a woman than a man is. Just look at lesbians. They do it 4, 5 times more than heterosexual couples do. So, okay, easy, affordable, and safe access to health care. Everyone has that. You don't. You don't, plain and simple. It's harder to get and more expensive. Period. It's not harder to get legally. Is it more expensive? There's more funding in it, you idiot. There's more funding. You have more funding. There's more tax dollars going to breast cancer than to prostate cancer by a whole bucket load. Bodies being bodies, not sexual objects. Men are seen as sexual objects too. How many of you women own a dildo? Is that not a sexual object? Trust me, not a lot of men own pocket pussies. Just saying. Not a lot of men do. But almost every woman on the planet owns a dildo. So who's the real sexual object? Being humans never hosts. What is this, fucking alien? Fucking what? Host versus human. The difference is language is obvious here, appalling and obvious. The first is dehumanizing and attempts to strip away from a person their basic human rights. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you? Is this the demon shadow in your brain that's haunting your visage? What the fuck are you talking about? Being humans never hosts. I'm a host, not a human being anymore. If I have unprotected sex, they're thinking about the child. I actually just realized there's text here. They're thinking about the child. So legally you become a host. Hosts have more rights, by the way. Not sure if you know that. You know, and you do have a right to do what you want with your own body, but you have to keep the welfare of the child in mind. You have the choice of abortion. Men don't. I don't have that choice. Far less hoop jumping. This is a long fucking text. It's not like feminists ever read long MRA text, so read the whole thing, it's worth it. Yes, this is a messy conversation with a ton of details, but the point remains the same. We don't have complete control over our bodies, and while men might not either, they certainly have more. How do men have more control over our bodies? How? Because we can get snipped? Guess what? I need my wife's permission. In most states, I need my wife's permission. Yeah, vasectomy. I knew this was about vasectomy. I need my wife's permission. So if a woman needs her husband's permission, which I've heard happens, but only in some areas, not everywhere, only in some areas, then so men do too. Men need that permission too. Right? My father needed that permission. He snipped. He needed my mother's permission, legally. So it's not, just, oh, that was it. Supporting black women in their mental health. Oh my God. This is a total feminist rag. I swear to fuck. All of this is just bullshit about, oh, I don't feel safe in my own brain. Well, get on some fucking Claritin, get on some fucking ibuprofen or whatever the fuck you need to be on, and calm the fuck down. Oh yeah, I don't know why I thought of ibuprofen, but whatever. Just
ibuprofen's pain medication.
What?
It's an allergy relief medicine.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought of those two meds, but anyways, what's the med we're on? Fucking Cymbalta?
Cymbalta, duloxetine.
Yeah, get on some duloxetine. Get on that shit. Calm the fuck down. Get on duloxetine. Everything's fine. The world's not falling apart. And again, sexual objects. How many of you women own a dildo? 99%, I guarantee you. And that's including lesbians. And fucking, but how many men own a pocket vagina? How many men own a fleshlight? Not a lot. I've never owned one. My two close guy friends never owned one. All the guys I've ever met never owned one. So I mean, well, the guys that I talk to about this stuff, they've never owned one. And being a host, again, fuck, like, you can give birth. God forbid you're given this gift of life. Damn God for giving me this privilege that only I have control over. Damn him. What the fuck? You're complaining about the privilege you have, and then you turn around and say you have no privilege. That's far and well what you're fucking doing here. Far and well what the fuck you're doing. And the rest of this, 10 rights that women don't have but men do. Wait, women do. Oh, no, that's another one. Vocal media. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of the ones down here. I'm sorry. 5 legal rights women have that men don't. 7 more legal rights women have that men don't. So all this down here is women above men. All this down here. But these 2 articles up here, which are both from feminist rag sites, Bustle and Vocal Media, I've never heard of either of these. Let's try this one, shall we? Let me debunk these. Is America so good for women? Why is access to equal protection under the law that bodily autonomy and fair pay a set of rights that women don't have? But what? You have those rights. She literally just said that we did not sign the Equal Pay Act of 1963. That's what this says. We never signed the Equal Pay Act of 1963. Which, by the way, there are places, have been confirmed, Google is one of them, that pay men less money for the same job. Ever heard of porn? Men get paid less for the same job all the fucking time. And they never get sued. So, once again, you're appropriating the privilege. I find it so funny. Like, you know, I don't believe this privilege nonsense. I really don't. But it's pretty jarring when the privileges women say men have are really the privileges women have, but they just flip it as if it doesn't mean what it means. You know, it's so funny. See, this sign, women's rights are human rights. That sign is not going to piss off anyone. Men's rights are human rights. You're going to get your ass kicked. I know, I've seen it happen. Okay, you're going to get people pissed off at you. You're going to get people throwing rocks at you. You're going to get people assaulting you in the street if you say men's rights are human rights. So, yeah, keep that up. Oh my God, America is a white supremacist patriarchy. That's the only way that Trump was able to become president. Oh my God. Oh my God. And every day that Trump is in the White House is the day that the set of rights that women don't have but men do have remains unchanged. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a white supremacist patriarchy. That's why we had a black president for 8 years. Because it's white supremacist. Oh my God. We had a black man in the White House for 8 years. He was the worst fucking president in my lifetime, including Clinton. And, like, did y'all forget about Obama? Did you forget the wiretapping he did on your turds? Did you forget the countries he bombed? Did you forget all that shit? That means widespread social ills remain unaddressed. Less pay, less safety. Oh, less safety, my ass. Men are 5 times more likely to be assaulted violently in public than women. And there's more women on the planet than men. So how does that work out if there's less safety for women? Less representation for women hurts everybody. Of course it does. And in case you were unaware, here are just some of the ways that women are deprived of social equality. Deprived of social equality in the U.S. Oh, woe is me, give me my smelling salts while I throw this plant across the room and call it a derringer. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm old. Fuck. I just referenced a derringer. What the fuck? Anyways, okay. Less free speech. Somehow women have less free speech. Really? Hashtag kill all men. Hashtag male tears. Gee, let me think of all the hashtags women have pioneered that were totally not misandrist. Is it misandrist or misandrist?
I say misandrist.
Misandrist. Okay, I'm not sure. Men can spin misogynistic conspiracy theories on social media. Oh my God, no, they can't. Not on Facebook. Not on Twitter. What fucking social media are you talking about? With little to no consequence. But when women vent that men are scum, they find their account shut down. How? Wait. You did not give an example of men being misogynistic, but you gave an example of women being misandrist. Does that not show your hand a bit? I already know that you have a jack and 2 sixes. I have a full house. Nice try. That's exactly what happened to Marsha Belsky. Comedian, of course. Yeah, of course, comedian. Co-host of the podcast Misandry with Marsha and Ray. Oh, your God. They're admitting to being misandrists. They're fucking admitting it. 500 female comedians posted men are scum at once, that nearly all were banned by Facebook. Facebook claims that the bannings are a consequence of their moderation guidelines. It was a fucking robot, you idiot. It wasn't a... It's not like they fucking clicked on a fucking keyboard. Oh, women talking about men. How dare they? It was... If I write women are scum, am I going to get banned? Yeah, bet my snipped balls I will. They're not snipped, but they will be. Fuck, like... Moderation guidelines. Exactly. Blacks are scum. How about that? You think a white man will get banned if he writes blacks are scum? Oh, well, that proves that there's black privilege, and blacks can get away with misogynistic conspiracies. Oh my God. Facebook claims that the bannings... Oh yeah, I already read that. But the fact that these bannings unintentionally favor men... An unintentional favoring of men is evidence of just how pervasive patriarchy is. Oh my God, unintentional. Unintentional. You fucking admitted it right there. You admitted it. Unintentional. It unintentionally favored men. That's pervasive patriarchy? Unintentionally helping someone? Well, fuck me. You guys are fucked. You women are going to be extinct in the next 20 years. Oh my God. Without even thinking about it, men are favored. Because you wrote men are scum. Write blacks are scum. Am I going to get banned? Yeah. Does that mean we favor blacks in this black supremacist patriarchy? It probably does. People, remember, black men are men too. Everyone seems to forget that when it's convenient. Black men are also men. That means... when it comes time to gestalt all men, it includes the black ones. So black men, these people, these twats are not your friends. Return yourself to normalcy. Without even thinking about men are favored, those are rights that women don't have but men do. That's not a right. Spinning hate conspiracy theories, which is a very ambiguously worded pigeon salad. But again, this conspiracy theories, misandrist conspiracy theories is what you did. You have not given me an example of men spinning misogynistic conspiracy theories. Let me guess what's misogynistic to you. Men should have human rights. Misogyny. My girlfriend hit me with a wok. Misogyny. That's what it is to you people. Violence. Oh, men have the right of violence. Yeah, totally. Oh my God. 5 times more likely to be assaulted in public. 5 times. And there's more women on the planet than men. By like 2%, actually. 2% of the population is, well, it's 1% down for men, 1% up for women, so it's 2% total. You know, 51% women, 49% men. There's more women on the planet than there are men, like per capita, right? Because we keep killing men off, especially in the bad areas that are totally mean to women. Louis C.K. used to do a joke about how it takes a lot of courage for women to go on dates with men because men are the #1 threat that women face. Actually, it's women. It's actually women who you're in a partnership with. That's the #1 danger you as a woman face. Is your lesbian partner. Fine. Go to the Isle of Lesbos. Have no domestic violence whatsoever upon your filtered shores. You will never be beaten with a pearl in the face. And I don't know what pearl stands for, but whatever. You'll never be beaten with a pearl in the face and stabbed with a spear. It'll never happen on Lesbos land. Oh my God, people. Then we found out that CK liked to coerce women into watching him masturbate. Coerce women. Oh my, he coerced them. Did you hear that, babe? He coerced them. Do you know what Louis C.K. did? He asked women, can I jerk off in front of you? I'm kind of into that. And they're like, okay, cool. So that was coercing. that was using his patriarchal male powers to coerce women. Oh my god. And thus he had been proving his point all along. No, he didn't. Indeed, women are more likely than men to be victims of domestic abuse, sexual assault, serial killers, etc. No. That's all true. True. That's all false. All of that. Domestic abuse, actually, according to more recent data, since we've actually accounted men as victims of domestic abuse, thank you, that law Bill Clinton signed into place, the Violence Against Women Act, thank you that, VAWA. Because of that, we have not been accounting for male domestic abuse victims until 2016. What changed 2016? I'll let you guess. We got a new president. Thank you, Trump. Then VAWA was revoked. It was 2016 or 2017. VAWA was revoked. And now we're actually looking at domestic abuse from a male perspective. And recent numbers show that men are actually just as likely, if not more likely, to be victims of domestic abuse than women. Sexual assault, okay. Let me posit you this question. What's more likely to happen? A crime that everyone knows is a crime, or a crime that half the population doesn't believe is a crime? I'll let you figure that one out. Serial killers. Ted Bundy? Dahmer killed men. What was that serial killer, the Mexican dude with the fucked up teeth? He killed men too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ramirez. Didn't he kill men? I think he killed both, but even that fucking that punk kid who shot fucking, it was some time ago. He shot like 4 men and 2 women, and everyone called it a misogynistic spree of hate. Yeah, fucking kill 1 woman and 100 men, and they'll call it a misogynistic spree of hate. Okay, and the legal recourse and police protection that's afforded to women in such situations is so rigged against women that many simply choose not to seek justice or peace. That is fucking bullshit. You will be believed 9 times out of 10, unless your story's so phantasmal that you rode a unicorn into space while some dude fucked you in the asshole. Unless that fucking happened, unless that was your story, they will believe you. They will believe you. Especially if there's evidence. Take fucking pictures. Take fucking, take pictures. Record. Dot in a fucking journal. Write stuff down. Write how you're feeling. Write your symptoms. Write things down. Jot on a journal. Take pictures. Fucking, there's cameras everywhere nowadays. If there's no evidence whatsoever, it probably didn't happen. I mean, there's the rare case where there's no evidence that it did happen, but that's pretty rare, right? So, what's more likely, right? You usually have to go with what's more likely. And it's more likely that nothing fucking happened if there's no evidence. Michael Jackson, not a shred of fucking evidence. Didn't happen. Right? Fucking, what was that fat Steen guy? Everyone calls him Steen. Harvey Weinstein. I call him Weinstein just because I'm German. Weinstein. He was convicted with no evidence whatsoever. Literally no evidence. There was no evidence submitted in the court, and they convicted him with no evidence because they were under his thrall. Haven't heard that term except in your vampire fuck books, have you, ladies? Yeah, thrall. That's yeah. They were thrall to him. A woman has never been charged with that. Making a man her thrall. Even though women can actually do that. They can actually do that. And they do that all the fucking time. But no women's have ever been charged with that. Because it's totalitarian. Less representation in politics. I'm not even going to address this because this is total bullshit. Actually, you know what? I will address it just because I'm thorough. Rutgers University, that's not biased. that as of March 2017, women make up 19.6% of Congress. Oh my God, I know where this is going. Even though they make up more than 51%. You admit women are more than 51% of the population. You admit that. Are you sure you want to admit that? Because I can go back to your post over here about fucking violence and shit. It was right there, I'm sorry. About violence and shit, where you talk about women are more likely to be victims of domestic abuse. Even though there's more women than there are men. So unless a man has 2 wives at least, right? At least. Or y'all are full of shit. So, yeah. Nice fucking try. Clinton was the only woman in any given room. Oh my God. She was the only woman running. What do you want to do? Force women into politics? By point of shotgun? Sorry, but that only works in weddings in the South to men. It also does a great disservice to the whole country. Of course it does. Remember, policies that affect 51% of the population are being bungled. Bungled? What the fuck does bungled mean? Bungled? Bungled? I gotta look that up. What the fuck does bungled mean? Bungled. That's a weird word. Of a task carried out clumsily or in... What? Are being bungled? Are being clumsily. That doesn't make sense. You just wanted to use the word bungled, didn't you? They just wanted to use the word bungled. The rest of the country is then itself bungled by that bungling. Oh my God. It's bungleception. Oh my God, you just wanted to use the word bungle, didn't you? That's widespread bungling. Oh my God. This is terribly written. Oh my God, this is worse written than those dirty erotic fuck books women love so much. And yes, women love those books, by the way. That's widespread bungling, and yet millions of men can shrug their shoulders and not feel the effect of the unequal representation women face. Representation. Okay, look, the men in politics, the 21% of men, 20.4% of men in politics, or not 20, 80.4%. I'm on drugs. I'm sorry. 80.4% of men, right? Who are their voters? Who are their constituencies? How much is the population percentage? How much? Because that's your answer. 51% of the US population. That's what that is. That's the argument right there. There's your answer. There's the real answer. Not even the one you were looking for, but the real answer. You said, what is X? I showed you X, and then you showed me a picture of Y. That's not... What? Okay. Again, if a bunch of men said they didn't feel like their voices were heard, no one would give a shit. No one gives a shit if men's voices aren't heard. We don't hear them now. Who cared about Epstein's voice? Or not Epstein, Weinstein. Fuck. Whatever. They're all fucking Jewish. Weinstein's voice. I find it funny. We're blaming white men for all this, but it's Jewish men's fault. But the Jews keep telling me they're not white, so y'all need to sort that out. Gotta get dry mouth here. I gotta drink some Coke. Coke. Okay. The whole world would come to a stop, so men would feel okay. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't, and even though it should. And I say it should because men are the reason that this world is running in the first place. That food you're eating, guess who prepared it? As in slaughtered the animal. Not prepared it in the kitchen, but slaughtered it as the animal. Guess who raised it as an animal? Mostly men. Guess who keeps your power running? Men. Guess who keeps your plumbing running? Men. Guess who keeps your fucking Middle East allies from not bombing the shit out of us, men. Like it's fucking men protecting us. It's men serving us. It's men doing shit for us. We should care about them when they feel like they're not being heard, because they're the reason why we have a population in the first place. I mean, yeah, women kind of, but that's for giving birth. But at the same time, men are the reason why. I should rephrase that. Men are the reason why we have a working system, not a population, but a working system. Because population is both men and women, so. But a working system, right, is because of men. Representation in popular culture. Oh, and then you show the all-female Ghostbusters that everyone hated. You just disproved your own argument. You just with a picture. You just disproved your own. Lauren, why are you a fucking derp? Oh my god. So many white guys that it. There's so many white guys that it provides comedian Phoebe Robinson. Phoebe? Is that how you say Phoebe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Phoebe Robinson with enough material to host a podcast called So Many White Guys. Don't you find that a tad misandric? And the voice of our friend when she does voices. Fucking Isabel. Fucking, don't you find that a tad misandric, Chris? Fucking she's funny. How many white guys are there? There's the Western literary canon. Hey, Gannon's in this. You didn't hear what I did you? There's the Western literary canon. I said, hey, Gannon's in this. I pulled the pops on you. There's movies and TV, and heck, women are even staggeringly underrepresented in pop music. No, they're not. Fucking Nicki Minaj, that other chick, that Lady Gaga chick, that other chick, that other chick, that other black chick, that other chick with pink hair, that other chick with dreads, that other chick with really tiny petite frame that humps everything. There's all sorts of women in fucking pop music. And all sorts of women. Did you just erase the women in pop music? That's literally what you did. You just erased the women in pop music and in movies.
More women in pop music than there is men.
Exactly. So, staggeringly underrepresented. To whom? To what fucking?
Men go for more R&B rap.
Yeah, men go for more R&B rap.
If it's in that vein of
music,
yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely. And see, Elle's smart. That's why I keep her around. She knows stuff. She's as smart as me, actually. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she knows more about pop music than I do. Staggeringly underrepresented in pop music. Compared to fucking who? R&B? Fucking, that's mostly men? Fucking.
I mean, there's women, but.
Yeah. Well, yeah, R&B and rap is mostly men. I know that. But pop music is mostly women. Like, by a majority, mostly women. So you just erased a good chunk of famous people. You're erasing the women in this fucking picture. Oh my god, this whole article is just sheepskin pigeon droppings. What the fuck? Why does this matter? Well, when they made an all-women reboot of the Ghostbusters, a lot of people asked. But who are little boys supposed to look to as role models? The women of Ghostbusters. It never even occurred to these people that a woman could be a boy's role model. You people do exactly what they're doing, but you do it for girls. Why was a women's Ghostbuster made? Because you yourself, the director, a woman, well, it was Paul Feig, but still, he's a feminist, so he counts as a woman. You know, they should count as women. No, they shouldn't have that many rights. Anyways, that was a joke. But no, you women told Paul Feig, what are girls supposed to look up to as role models for Ghostbusters? What are they supposed to look up to? And he's like, I know, I'll make women Ghostbusters so girls can look up to women. He never thought that a woman could be a boy's role model. He never thought that. He never thought that a boy could be a fucking girl's role model. That never crossed his mind. Most role models are male because
most of my role models.
Most of her, yeah, most of Elle's role models are male, and she's a girl. Trust me, she's a girl. I've checked her plumbing. Trust me.
The way I dress.
By the way, she dressed. And, yeah.
Well, tone.
Yeah. Just like, oh my God, speaking for all women. What does that even mean? Women are poorer. Oh my God, no. Fewer women. Let me just look at the next few. Women are poorer. Fewer women CEOs. Women have less bodily autonomy. No, they don't. Pay gap bullshit. Women pay more for less. That's their choice. Okay, Lauren. I've read so many self-help books. I took the Hippocratic Oath. Creativity Guru and SJW. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. Okay. Let me go back to this. You don't say, James Bond. But no. Okay. Let me address the ones I know off the top of my head. Fewer women CEOs. That's because women choose. That CEO is a very hard job to obtain, even for men. Just because the majority of CEOs are men does not mean the majority of men are CEOs. You know the difference, right? Women have less bodily autonomy. No, you legally don't. No, you don't. And so what if you have to pay for tampons and pads? I have to pay for toilet paper. Everyone shits, don't they? I have to pay for toilet paper, so what? I don't have rights then, if I have to pay for toilet paper.
If you think of it this way, pads and tampons are, in a sense, taking care of a wound.
Well, yeah, they are, but so are bandages. So are band-aids. You got to buy those.
Yes.
I mean,
but any sort of medical supplies should not be taxed as highly.
Well, they're actually taxed less than toilet paper, actually. I know the whole pink tax thing. Yeah, they're actually taxed less than toilet paper. Toilet paper is actually taxed quite more, by an extra 20 cents, actually.
Toilet paper, kind of a mixed one because technically you could also use water.
Yeah, you always use water.
You could use water.
Or your hand if you're in the Middle East. Yeah.
Or
they don't have paper.
Hop in the shower.
Hop in the shower. Water. Yeah. Just wash your ass. Just wash your ass. King flex. Yeah. Just wash your ass. Fucking. So, okay. Wash your hooch. Okay. That's all you got to do. Wash your hooch. Wash the blood out. And this sycophantic logic, if men had periods, pads, and tampons would be free everywhere. No, they wouldn't. Toilet paper's not free. Men shit. I mean, bandages aren't free. Men cut themselves more than women do. Especially when working with fucking power tools and shit. Fucking my dad and I used to cut our fingers all the fucking time with power tools. We just stick a bandage on and call it good. Especially when we're pulling fucking bramble out of the fucking fences and shit. We get thorns, we wear gloves, we get thorns even through the gloves, and we put on a bandage and call it good. That they shouldn't be free just because we're men, right? They shouldn't be free just because you're women. That you think you have less bodily autonomy, even though you have the same, if not more, than men, and you think you have less because you think in this weird logic that if men had periods, they would be free. No, they wouldn't. Men bleed on their fingers and shit more than women do. Bandages aren't free. Why are bandages free? I have the right to have free bandages. You see how ridiculous that sounds? But to you it sounds okay because it's about your hooch, right? And that's okay. That's okay. Okay, women are also too often get side eye. Yeah, that's true. Women also too often get side eye.
Tampons.
Yeah, tampons too. If they breastfeed in public. Yeah, you know who has problem with that? Women. So stop coming at men for problems you have with other women. This isn't the fucking dark ages. You don't have to Use your interpersonal female battles to burn the fucking male witch, which more men died in the Salem witch trials than women did, by the way. But no one remembers that. What's the cat doing? Cat, get over here. Hey,
Sammy.
motherfucker.
What are you doing?
He's fucking with something. Now he's licking himself. Okay, whatever. If I could lick myself, I'd be a cat. More fireworks. Yeah, I wonder what weekend's coming up. But anyways, the pay gap. Bullshit. Pay gap is bullshit. Oh my god. It makes sense that in a white supremacist patriarchy like America, oh my god, there is no world, or no world. There is no country in the world that is a white supremacist patriarchy. It doesn't fucking exist. Historically, it doesn't exist. To this day, it doesn't exist. I'm gonna move whatever the fuck he's got. It just doesn't fucking exist. And I'll explain so in a minute. Once I lose my robe, trip over my cans, and fuck with the cat. He's fucking with shit behind the door.
Well, you didn't really move the. Okay.
I got derobed.
You didn't really move the plastic thing.
Yeah, it was right here. I moved up here.
No, the other thing.
What is it? Oh, the receipt?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's good. With the receipt. Okay, so anyways. Oh god. I gotta get back in bed. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm doing like a live recording kind of thing. So I just wanted to knock this video out. Okay, here we are. Back to business. Okay. The pay gap is a lie. It's not a pay gap, it's an earnings gap. And if you want to go an actual pay gap, I mentioned this earlier, men are actually paid less than women. According to Google, according to porn, every porn ever, according to what other businesses were doing that were busted? I know it was Google, and who else was it? Don't remember. It's someone else. But there's two examples that I can think of. Porn, every porn ever made, they paid the women way more than they paid the man. Way the fuck, like 5 times more. You know, women get paid a lot of money in porn. That's why a lot of the big name porn stars live in fucking mansions and shit. Right? But, I mean, you know, the only male porn star I could think of that lives in a mansion is a dude that was already rich. So, and his porn star wife who's living in a mansion. So, it's this weird couple that does separate porn. It's whatever. I forget their names, but wait, America, that the degree to which one resembles the most privileged class will determine one's income. Degree to which one resembles the most privileged class. That's you, woman. You're the most privileged class. I know you don't believe me because your victimhood identity crisis tells you not to. But as I mentioned earlier in this video on another article, if I have a sign that says men's rights are human rights, my sign will be burned. It will be stomped out, it will be pissed on, and I will probably be dead in a ditch somewhere. If I piss off the wrong people. No one is bothered by the sentiment, women's rights are human rights, because everyone is a women's rights advocate. Everyone. That it's like being called a fucking tetrapod. That's everybody. It's like being called an air breather. So that's why no one identifies as a women's rights advocate anymore, because everyone is one. There's no point. There's no point in identifying as something. If everyone was goth, would there be a need for the word goth? Would it even mean anything anymore? It wouldn't. It would lose all meaning. Same with women's rights advocate. It's gone. It's done. Because they got what they wanted. They got the vote. And even then, they shouldn't have gotten that. Because the vote was a privilege that only 13% of men at the time had. Only 13%. less than 13%. It was like 12.2% actually of men had the vote when women unilaterally got it for free. And women to this day have it for free and men have to pay for it. Yet we're the privileged ones. The Constitution itself says that women have the right to vote, but men do not. The Constitution itself says that. Ingrained in our very scripture is a law that women have that men don't. Or a legal right, sorry, not a law. A legal right that women have that men don't. Enshrined in our very law. Name me an actual legal right, not some fucking privilege bullshit, but an actual legal right of the opposite. Fucking name me one. Just one. I'll take just one. Right? The only privilege men have is being topless, and that's not even true in every area. In Iowa, it's legal to be topless. It's perfectly legal. No one gives a shit.
Actually, they do.
Well, they kind of do, because a lot of religious people here, but that's beside the point.
Well, it's probably because they get disturbed. And
yeah, they get disturbed, and yeah.
And
Again, we were founded on puritanical values. Those same values burnt men at the stake. So, yeah, it's not like puritanical values only harm women, which I know you're going to think that. Okay, women pay more for less. Let's see what their argument is for this one. Mary Claire ran a comparison on several products and found that, on average, women pay more for products like socks, shampoo, and deodorant. Okay. Men's deodorant. Fucking blocks pheromones and shit. Women's deodorant. Blocks pheromones made of coconut oil, honey tea, ginger, lavender, ginseng, and smells like peppermint, coconut, vanilla leaves. Right? That's going to cost more than basic deodorant that doesn't smell like shit. That's going to cost more. Women are willing to pay more for more frivolous things, for more beautiful scenty things. They like scents. They like smelling things. They like smelling like vanilla tea, raspberries, and all this shit. Women like that. Socks, women get more insulated socks. Now that has more to do with biology because women have thinner feet. Their skin is thinner than men's. That's kind of why. Shampoo, men's shampoo. Fucking I remember the meme. Fucking 5-in-1 laundry detergent, fucking all this shit. But here's what the shampoo really is like. Men's shampoo, right? It just cleans your scalp. That's all it does. It just cleans it. Women's shampoo rehydrates, remoisturizes, cleans, fixes knots, gets rid of dead ends, does your fucking laundry, does your taxes, all this. Like the shampoo does more for your hair and for your scalp, especially your scalp, because women care more about scalp treatment. Women hate dandruff more than men do. Men don't give a shit. So we'll use the shampoo that causes dandruff. We don't care. Women use the shampoo that doesn't cause dandruff. That's going to be more expensive. So I already just fucked up your argument just by breaking down why people buy the more elegant things. Because they want more decadence. Are you okay? You okay? You got a headache? Hold on, guys. Let me fix Hale's headache. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, my hand's cold.
That's not gonna help.
Yeah. Well, let me.
I'll try doing this. Give it
Yeah, you might just need to take a nap. I think I'm pretty much done with this. That was the end of the article, so I mean, I can pretty much end this. Well, I wanted to. Let's see. I wanted to get at the legal rights women have that men don't, but that was the end of it. Oh, men r/men's rights. Okay, that's a Reddit subreddit. Okay. Men's rights are influenced by the way men are perceived by others. Pretty much, yeah. Because men are seen as big and strong and masculine and macho and all this stuff, they're seen as not needing protection. They're seen as not needing rights. Every human being deserves rights. It doesn't matter who it is. If this was women not having more rights, I'd be advocating for that, right? But women have more rights than men do in our laws, in our legal scripture. And I just showed you guys examples of this, right? The feminist examples were about privileges. One even said, right fucking there, privileges. And the other one was feminist myths that were concocted by some fucking kooky nut job that just, you know, all this stuff. So, for fuck's sake, people, like, good God, like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Women have to make up examples of things they don't have. And it's privileges. It's nothing to do with legal rights. Right? It's fucking privileges. It's rights and privileges. To go topless, you can, at least in Iowa. Control over, or I've already been over this. But, like, you're never going to fix a woman's sense of safety because they're always going to know they're important, especially if you keep telling them everyone out there is a rapist and they're all going to kill you. If you keep telling little girls that, they're going to feel afraid. And if you keep telling little boys you're invincible, kryptonite bounces off your chest and your eyeballs expense sunspots, and then he's going to get killed thinking he can stop all the bullies in the world. So either way, you're going to kill everybody. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Larish. Stop it. See, I can do voices. But anyways. Hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. How do I close on that? Jeez. Any closing remarks? No. Just why is it so hard to believe that men need help? Why is that hard to believe? Why do you think privileges matter over human rights? Yeah, the 8 rights and privileges doesn't mention a single right, but all it mentions are privileges. That's all it mentions. And the few rights it mentions are fucking bullshit. At least according to all the stats I've seen. So, I'm a fucking 2-year-old could figure this stuff out just by reading the material, knowing what's going on, and then seeing, okay, well, people are fucking. What is wrong with the notion men need help too? That's all we're saying. That's all anyone's saying, is that men also need help. Not that women don't deserve help. That you think we're saying. That's all you ever think anyone says. No, we're saying men need help too. Why is that hard to believe? What is wrong with that statement? Men are human. You forgot that, right? They deserve human rights. Human rights. Rights for humans. Men are human. That's all you need to deserve human rights, is being human. And feminists don't think men are human. That's why they call men's rights a hate group. That's why they dogpile on every fucking MRA they can ever find with this, what are you, an MRA? That old fucking, trick that they try and pull. They try and pull this whole trick about fucking, Well, are you an MRA? Are you one of the bad people? Are you evil? Are you? Are you? Are you? And then most people go, well, no, I'm not an MRA. I just advocate for human rights. Hook, line, and sinker. They fall for your bullshit like that. And I'm not falling for that bullshit. I am an MRA. So is my girlfriend. Fiance. I gotta get used to saying that. So, y'all fucking be nice to each other. Or I'll get the hose.